Hello and welcome back, or if this is your first time here, my name is Siobhan and I'm just going to be getting into the makeup. If you watched my Shop Miss A haul, then you already know what is coming. If you haven't, then I will have that linked in the description box down below. But something that I realized when I was editing the last video is that I didn't get a regular mascara. I'm going to start by using one of these mango makeup remover wipes just because I've been under these lights for a while and I'm kind of sweaty and gross, and also I wanted to smell them. They smell good. I'm going to start out with color correcting primer. This is a green primer. I definitely have plenty of red to cancel out. This does have a very sort of like a thin moisturizer consistency. This is the Buildable Satin Foundation in Porcelain 301. I'm going to be applying this with a Sigma F80. This is settling into every single pore I have. Right now, this is just laying down super streaky and patchy. Like, especially like my nose is just, no, it's bad. Next, Wonder Cover HD Concealer, and this is in Lavender. Oh no. This concealer dries really, really fast, so do one eye at a time. Oh, that's not good. I have little purple dots underneath my eyes. Okay, I think it's okay. Let's try powdering it. Maybe powder will make it all better. Powder smells funny. Powder didn't make it great, but the powder helped some. This is just a Sonia Kashuk powder brush. Foundation is like super cakey right here, like super cakey, but then also like rubbed off in other places and it's patchy. Not a fan of the foundation. Okay, so let's try to add some color back into my face, a little bit of contour. This is the AOA Finishing Pressed Powder in Honey. I don't know how orangey this is going to be, so I'm trying to be careful with it. It's definitely more warm in person than it looked online, but that's just a thing that happens when you try to purchase makeup online. It is definitely warmer than I would prefer, but it does blend out nicely, so I'll live with it. Okay, we're gonna leave just a real subtle contour so that I don't end up looking like an Oompa Loompa. I got both brow gel and a brow pencil, and since I ordered this stuff, my brows have been both waxed and tinted, so I don't need either one. I'm gonna skip the brow gel altogether. The brow pencil, I'm gonna try, there's like a little spot right here that like just didn't take the tint very well. I'm gonna see, hopefully this will be a good shade. This is, pardon me, the Slim Brow in medium brown. I'm just gonna try to fill in this little spot right here. Yeah, it seems fine. For $1, I would definitely not pass it up. I love that it has a spoolie. Generally, if you pay $1, you don't get a spoolie. And a spoolie isn't necessary, but it's nice just to have it there. So that definitely fixed that little sort of bald spot that's been annoying me. All right, so let's move on to what I'm hoping will be the star of the show, the eyeshadows. So you get 25 eyeshadows for $10. It's set up in a very random way. I feel like they just sort of like dropped them and they were like, okay, that's the order these are gonna go in. I will say again, said it before, this packaging is incredibly cheap. As you can see, like from the light reflection, this is just like a piece of like really thick cellophane. I'm gonna try to swatch some of these just so that we can see what the formula is like. They feel really nice. So I just started at the bottom row, sort of doing the opposite of what I normally do. Those swatches are far more pigmented than I was expecting. All matte so far, but this might end up absolutely being the star of the show. So far, I have to say I am pretty impressed with how these are swatching. Hopefully they go on my eyes this well. Let's try and get some shimmer shades. I'm gonna swatch all of the shimmers. Oh, that's pretty. Since I have 4 fingers, I'm gonna swatch this last shimmer. I'll grab a couple other random shades as well. Try this bright. So here's the final shimmer. Oh, that's pretty. Okay. Blue. Oh, that's nice. The yellow. And that pastel blue. Okay, so hopefully they work as nicely on the eyes as what they swatch. These are supposed to be cruelty free. They're PETA certified, not Leaping Bunny certified. So it depends on how you feel about that, but getting Leaping Bunny certified is expensive, and this is a very inexpensive brand. While we're swatching, I'm also going to go ahead and swatch these 2 liquid eyeshadows. These looked very different on the website. In person, you can tell that there's a difference, but they are incredibly similar. So this one is Melt and this one is Rust. So Rust has a like warmer, more of like a red tone to it. There's not a huge difference. I probably did not need to get both of them. I thought that Rust was going to be much more red. I'm going to start out with eye primer, just called Perfect Eyeshadow Primer. It's like sticking in weird places. It's almost like peeling. I don't like it. I don't like the eye primer. Ew. I'm just going to use a Japanesque 723. This is just a big fluffy brush. And I'm just going to go into this middle shade down here, which when I swatched it was basically the same shade as my skin. So we're going to use that just to try to give us a little bit of a base and set down that gross primer. In terms of setting shades and shades that you could use as transition shades, they've done a pretty good job, because you could probably use this if you were a little bit deeper or if you were much deeper. They have one that's more of a pink undertone, one that's more of a yellow undertone. So this, if the pigmentation holds true, this would work really well for a variety of skin tones, from very fair to very deep. I have to like hold this lid open. It's annoying. My skin looks so disgusting up close from this foundation. Like, I'll try it again without that primer. Maybe the primer had something to do with it. But as it is right now, I would never even consider going out in public with this foundation if I could help it. This is a BH Cosmetics number 7. It came in a set. I'm gonna start out by just taking the lightest blue that's in here. Because I have this set up to be able to hold the lid open, I'm not gonna pick it up and show you every shade because it's just annoying. There is a lot of kickback when you put a brush in here, but I'm just gonna put this lightest blue shade right through the crease. Okay, I don't feel like that's doing much, but I also feel like I hate this eye primer, and I want to give these eyeshadows the best possible chance. And I'm going to use the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion in Eden. So I'm only going to put primer on one side, and then the other side we're just going to see what happens with these eyeshadows with no primer. Oh, everything that's happening with my base right now is just gross. Gross. Super, super disappointing. I haven't put makeup on in days because I've been exhausted, and now I finally get to do makeup, and this is not the happy experience that I was hoping to have. So these eyeshadows better come through. Alrighty. So this is just like a very pale pastel, and it does seem to be giving me some color. I keep seeing this area as I'm like switching between eyes, and it looks so gross. So gross. I don't even know if I can get like close enough to the camera. Like it's just, nope. And then I'm going to use a rougher number 14. I'm going to go into the cool brown and just sort of make this a little bit of a sweep up. Just give it kind of that triangular shape, the cat eye shape, the lift my eye up shape. And then I'm going to go into a warmer brown that's right in the corner. When I use these eyeshadows again, I will definitely do my eyes first because there is some fallout, but they also seem to be blending very nicely. Next, I'm going to go into the like deep green, and then from there, I'm going to go into the like sky blue. All right, so this is a Slim Miss Glam P15 brush. And I'm just going to go back into that sky blue. I'm most impressed so far with the pastels. And pastels are difficult. And I find frequently that when I find pastels that I think I'm going to love, that I put them on my eye and I can't see anything because I am already very fair. I'm actually going to go back to my rougher 14 for this. I'm just going to fill in my eye bags with that sky blue shade. And then I'm actually going to use my rougher 14. I'm going to go back into that brown and just bring that in just a little bit. And then with my pencil brush, I'm going to go into the sort of silvery shimmer shade in here and just go right on the very, very inner corner. This is just a black liquid liner. It has a brush tip. Oh, and you can get a really fine line with it. So I have high hopes for the eyeliner. Okay, I'm gonna stop. I blinked while I was putting eyeliner on this eye, and so it ended up getting longer and just kept getting longer and longer. I love this eyeliner pen. If you like a brush pen, this is so far really nice. It went on very black. It's very matte. We'll see how it wears. But so far, very happy. Hopefully the formula is as good as the applicator, because the applicator, let me actually just show you, like, so you can get some thicker lines or like some very fine lines. Like it's very nice. It's a very, very nice applicator. I'm gonna use a Sephora angled liner brush. This is Gel Shadow. Okay, it is. I was like, I swear this was a liner. So this is the AOA Studio Buttercream Gel Liner and Shadow. So I'm going to use it as a gel liner. This is in Red Velvet. Okay, so that was not the effect I was going for. I feel like that made me look like my eyes are bleeding. It's, yep, we're just gonna keep going. In terms of the formula, it went on very, very nice and smooth and even. So it's just a matter of whether or not it's going to transfer or bleed or anything of that matter. Basically just how budge proof it's going to be from here. We're going to put on these lashes, and I am using the AOA Super Strip Lash Adhesive. And these are Audrey, and they have two different kinds of like types of lashes. These ones were the ones that looked like they had the like thinnest, easiest band, which I like. I don't like a thick band. I thought when I first started using lashes that having a thick band would give me more space for glue and it would stick better. Like that was just how it worked in my brain. And after actually wearing lashes for a while, I learned that I hate having a thick band. It just makes it really hard to be able to maneuver the lash. And ultimately, you don't need that much glue. Like the glue is designed to be able to hold it on with just a minimal amount. I didn't measure these. I totally forgot. So hopefully the length is okay. They are not kidding with their glue. It's once it's on, it's on. I tried to adjust it a little bit because I wanted it a little more on the outside and it was too late. I really like these lashes. So I ended up taking it off and repositioning it. But yeah, these are super lightweight and very pretty. The lashes are good. All right, things are getting better as we go. This base is killing me. I don't feel bad about having to take this base off because it's gross. I am going to reapply using a sponge. I also, that got the primer off, I'm pretty sure. So this will at least give me a little bit of an idea of what this is like without primer as well. And then once again, just gonna powder that. I have two options for highlight. I think I'm gonna start with this one, which is Heiress, but I will swatch both of them for you. So that's Heiress. It's just very icy. And then, oh, their baked highlighter is definitely a much drier formula. And this is Snow. So that actually looks more subtle. It just looks like a pink powder on my finger. It doesn't really have any reflect. Let me put them both on my fingers and see. Like, you can see this one is like very shiny and this one is just very pink. I'm really curious about what this pink one is going to do on the face. So I'm doing the pink one. This is Snow. So straight on, I can't see anything. And when I move my face, I can see like the pink reflect. So this is Alamar Cosmetics Brightening Blush. Every time. Brightening brush. It's just so weird because it's like it fully disappears and then it's just like this pink stripe as my face moves. It's very strange. All right, I'm going to try this other highlight, which is, if you like a good blinding highlight, this is going to be a blinding highlight. But at least I can see it at all angles. Maybe these are just too stripey and not blending. Okay, blush. Wispy. So this is our blush. I love the size of this blush, by the way. This is plenty of blush. This blush, even for somebody like me who really tends to go overboard with my blush, will last for a long time. It's a really pretty color. It's very pigmented. It is not helping make that not a stripe. Bring that across my nose. I like the blush. The blush is a yes. The highlight is a no. It's just, like it didn't blend at all. It just left a stripe of highlight, and both of them did that. I can kind of blend it in with my finger. But considering that I already had powdered that area, and if I had foundation on that I liked, it would lift up foundation to try to do this. Try and use both lipsticks. So I'm going to do the sort of more nude mauve shade. This is Boujee. I'm going to do this one first. It smells kind of fruity. Okay, the lipstick I like. It doesn't feel like I have anything on, and it didn't like super, my lips are insanely dry right now, and it didn't super like intensify that. So this is with this lipstick. It's transfer proof. So that's awesome. I still can't feel it on my lips at all. Also, it was completely opaque with only one coat. Okay, so it's creamy. It went on fine. I'm not a huge lip liner person, but I would use it again. Now let's use the lipstick. So again, this is in Muse. And again, it smells fruity and intensely pigmented. That is one swipe. So, and this honestly, it feels more like a lip stain than it does a lipstick. It's just very, very like thin and smooth. And because I'm not used to using a lip liner, I totally overdrew my lips too much at the top, but that's fine. I feel like this shade makes my teeth look yellow. So the lipstick is transfer proof. The lip liner is not transfer proof. So I got a little bit of the edge of my lips, but the actual lipstick doesn't come off at all. So if you're looking for a very comfortable transfer proof lipstick, these are $1.55. So highly recommend. I would also recommend the lashes, which I don't even feel like I'm wearing lashes. The eyeshadows were great. The blush was great. Eyebrow pencil was fine. Loved the eyeliner. Hopefully it's like, it seems like it's going to be pretty budge proof. The gel, like most of the things that I tried, I liked. I am not a fan of the base products that I try. I switched back to the other lipstick, but because I was trying to hide where the orange line was, I had to overline with this, and I feel like I look crazy when I overline my lips. It's not, like, this is too much overlining. But yeah, I really like this lipstick. I really like this shade. It's going to be getting plenty of use. It's just a really great, like, cool tone nude. There are things that I would do much differently with the makeup look. But as far as the makeup, obviously I'm going to need to try some of this stuff more. This foundation. I will not be using this foundation in a video unless I figure out how to make it work. Because as it is, I just hate it. Yep. That's all. If you're still here and you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. I would love to have you back. It's really easy for people to just get lost in the internet world and never see them again. And it can be really difficult to find people again sometimes. Like, I'll be searching through my watch history and I've been known to just leave YouTube playing and autoplay videos, and it makes it very difficult. That is all. I hope that you're having a wonderful morning, afternoon, or evening wherever you are. Bye.